Okay, so you want to get straight to the heart of something important. Skip the fluff. We hear you. Today, think of this as your express lane to understanding the KC-46A Pegasus tanker. We've gone through the materials, the specs, the reports. Our mission, just to pull out the really key stuff, its capabilities, and why it's, well, a big deal. And just to kick things off, here's a hook. They say 4 KC-46As can operate for the same cost as just 3 of the older, bigger tankers.
Yeah, that cost comparison really does frame it well, doesn't it? Efficiency is a huge part of the story here.
Right.
But it's not just about saving pennies. That efficiency, it translates into more options,
Yeah.
How you use it, where you put it. It basically means you can keep these tankers in the air more persistently where they're needed most.
Exactly. And that efficiency, it seems to power this whole multi-mission idea. It's definitely not just your old school flying gas station.
Yeah.
Built for the U.S. Air Force, allies too. Refueling is job one, sure, but it's also about swapping data and flipping configuration pretty fast for cargo people, even medevac.
That rapid reconfiguration is key.
And it's built for global operations. The Air Force has signed off on it for worldwide use, right? Including combat zones.
That's correct. That global deployment approval, especially for combat, really signals the confidence level in the platform. It's not theoretical anymore. It's out there doing the job. We've got, 89 delivered stateside?
Yep, 89 U.S., 4 already flying for Japan out of 6 they ordered.
And 4 on contract for Israel, too, so it's definitely proliferating.
Okay, let's drill down on the refueling itself. How's it stack up against the old KC-135?
Well, it's a pretty significant leap. More fuel delivered further out. Plus, it can use shorter runways, which is a big operational plus.
Shorter runways and less ramp space. That sounds counterintuitive, but okay.
It is, but it matters for logistics, getting in and out of more places faster, setting up support quicker.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And the list of planes it can refuel is pretty long.
Oh yeah, huge range. You've got everything from AV-8Bs, the Harriers, right up to the big guys like the C-5 and C-17.
B-1s, B-2s, B-52s, F-15s, F-16s, F-A-18s.
Even the newer stuff, F-22s, F-35s, and other tankers too, KC-10s, KC-135s, even other KC-46s, C-130s, Ospreys, P-8s.
So basically, almost anything the U.S. or its allies fly.
That's the goal. That compatibility is crucial for joint operations.
What really caught my eye, though, is that it can receive fuel itself.
Ah, yes. That's a capability that adds a whole other dimension.
Extends its own range, its own loiter time.
Exactly. More flexibility, more persistence for the tanker itself, which then supports everything else. It builds resilience into the whole system.
And the tech specs on the refueling part are impressive, too. That receiver envelope is 3 times bigger than the KC-135s.
Correct. Makes it easier, faster, safer for the receiving pilot. Huge fuel load, too, 212,000 pounds.
Wow.
And they already pumped over 100 million pounds of fuel operationally. It's putting in the work.
Absolutely. But it's being called more than just a tanker. This game-changer label seems tied to data.
Data exchange, tactical edge, situational awareness. That's where things get really interesting.
It's got data links, integrates with ABMS, the Advanced Battle Management System. What does that mean for, the average listener? ABMS.
Think of ABMS as the Air Force's Internet of Things for the battlefield. It connects planes, ground units, satellites, you name it. The KC-46A acts like a flying router or server in that network.
Oh, okay.
It gathers and shares real-time info, giving everyone a much clearer picture faster, helping commanders make smarter decisions quicker.
And they're already upgrading it. Block 1.
Yeah, Block 1 is focused on enhancing those communications links even further. It's a high priority.
And while it's sharing data, it also has to protect itself, I assume.
Definitely. It's designed with survivability in mind. Layers of defensive systems.
Detect, avoid, defeat threats.
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
Exactly. Countermeasures, warning systems.
Right.
Plus hardening against NBC threats, nuclear, biological, chemical, and the flight deck's armored.
Right, because it might be operating closer to the fight than older tankers.
Potentially, yes. That combat-ready from day one philosophy includes being able to handle riskier environments. Those survivability features are why it got that global combat deployment approval.
Okay, let's circle back to those operational advantages. Approved for global missions, combat included.
Check.
Boom and drogue systems compatible with U.S. allied coalition aircrafts.
Double check. That interoperability is massive.
And that cost point, again, 4 KC-46s for the operating cost of the 3 larger ones. That means, like the source says, more booms in the air.
That's the practical outcome. More availability, more refueling capacity deployed for the same budget.
And the numbers show it's busy. Over 5 million pounds of fuel offloaded monthly. hundreds of sorties.
Yeah, the operational tempo is high and likely growing as more come online.
Now, the adaptability. This is pretty wild. 2 hours to switch between carrying cargo, passengers, or setting up for medevac.
It's remarkably fast. That speed is crucial for flexibility, especially in dynamic situations.
It's got the oxygen, the power needed for medevac built in, and uses standard loaders.
Correct. Makes it seamless to integrate into existing logistics.
And compared to the KC-135 again, 3 times the cargo pallets, as much as a C-17.
That's the spec say, yeah. Big jump in cargo capacity.
Twice the passengers, 30% more medevac patients.
It's a huge increase in versatility on the same airframe. That ability to switch roles quickly really supports concepts like agile combat employment.
Right, ACE. Operating from more places, less predictably, this plane fits right into that.
It's a key enabler for it, absolutely. Both for the refueling and the rapid transport aspects.
Okay, what about the long view? Life cycle value.
Well, being combat ready from day one means fewer mods needed after delivery. That, plus design choices, aims for a longer life, less corrosion.
And fleet commonality saves money too, presumably.
Big time. Training, spares, maintenance, it all gets more efficient. The goal is lower overall costs, buying it, flying it, fixing it, compared to keeping older wide bodies going or buying other new ones.
And it's not just a military thing. There's a big economic footprint here.
Oh, definitely. Huge supply chain. Over 650 suppliers.
37,000 workers across more than 40 states.
That's right. With the main assembly in Everett, Washington, it touches a lot of the country.
Currently flying out of 6 main USAF bases.
And globally, 93 in service now out of the 168 total on contract for the US, Japan, and Israel combined.
So quite a few already out there.
Getting there, yeah. Production's ongoing.
And maybe just a quick hit on the tech inside. It's got some next-gen stuff.
For sure. Crew compartment is apparently quite spacious. Bunks, the works. Good for long missions.
787-style flight displays.
Yeah, modern glass cockpit, those ABMS integrated wing pods for refueling, state-of-the-art defensive systems, infrared countermeasures, night vision compatibility.
Fly-by-wire boom for refueling. That sounds smoother.
Should be. More precise control, plus the centerline and wing drogues. Efficient Pratt & Whitney engines.
Powerful ones, 62,000 pounds of thrust each.
Yep, and onboard health diagnostics to predict maintenance needs. It's packed with modern tech.
And just the sheer size, 156-foot wingspan, almost 166 feet long, max weight 415,000 pounds, Mach 0.86 speed. It's a substantial aircraft.
It absolutely is a modern, capable, wide-body platform.
Okay, so pulling it all together then, what we've got is the KC-46A Pegasus.
All right.
Yes, it's a tanker, but it's truly multi-role. Big steps up in refueling tech, but also this crucial data connectivity piece. Strong defenses, efficient to operate, and really adaptable.
That's a good summary. It's not just filling a gap, it's adding significant new capabilities, enhancing reach, flexibility, and cooperation for the U.S. and its partners.
So thinking about all that, especially the data sharing, the connectivity hub role, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How is this aircraft going to actually change the game? How might it reshape aerial warfare, just the flow of information in the sky going forward?
That's the big question, isn't it? It's clearly intended to be much more than just fuel delivery. And, for anyone wanting to explore that thought further, maybe digging into ABMS like we touched on, or looking more into agile combat employment, that would really flesh out the context for what this plane enables.